I'm about to start on the 300 TDI rebuild. Yesterday a load of parts came in, so I've got the pistons up at the machine shop because they needed that. They needed those pistons to work out what size the ball was on the oversized pistons. Whilst they're away, I thought I'll take the opportunity of balancing the rods again. Well, not again, but another sort of a method of doing it. And I sort of just rigged up this little very simple device here. As you can see, it's can you see at the top there? Let's see, the camera keeps falling down today. Yeah, that's better. You can see it's just a piece of angle welded together with an eye off of R380 gearbox, bit of bent quarter 20 rod, some washers as a pivot, and ball bearing in here, so that when we move this, we will get a constant reading. We want this rod level as possible, those eyes as level as possible, and square, if you see what I mean. You can be out so easily with this. And what we're wanting to do in this method is measure the weight of the little end. Now this is why everything has to sit on the scales, and that's why these battery clamps are here, you know, the old ones, a bit of lead weight, just to keep it down, to stop it tipping over. Bloody thing keeps going off, that's the worst part about it. So you have to keep taking off your scale, put it onto your balance, and give it a little bit of a rub. 387. Now this is how sensitive it is. Here's a quarter 20 nut. I'll put that on there. Oh no, what? I'll tell you what, I'll put it on the scale. And that puts it to 391. If I take that nut off there, it should go back to the same. Should go back to 387. See? If it doesn't, it's 389. Just take it off. Let it go back to 0. 387. Now, a quarter inch washer, 388. See, there isn't that much to take off. So I'm going to mark all these up and measure the pin end, the little end, and we'll work off the lightest. So we'll find the lightest little end, and then we'll shave off a little bit of metal off the others to make them all match. This may take some time. I've been trying to do this video since about 9:30 this morning, and it's now 4:15. The first part of this, you saw me lightening up the little ends here, and all I did was take this flashing off. You see there's a little bit of flash around there from when it's been stamped out. All I did was just sort of buffed it off and smoothed it over, and we've got 1103, so they're all set at 1103. No, wait a minute, they're all set at 383, sorry, I made a mistake there, it's getting close to Jameson's hour. These are all set at 383, that was the lightest rod in the pack, 303. What's throwing me off, I was looking at this, 1103 is the weight of the big end. Alright, so now I'm going to just do one last one. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to put my slip knee bearing in there and see what this one weighs. Now we've set the scale to 0. $11.09. This is the heaviest one of the lot. We just keep moving it a little bit. 11.11, 11.12, 11.13, 11.9, 11.9, 11.7, 11.9, 11.9. So we're going to call that 11.9. So that's the heaviest one of the lot. Showing 1107. Just so that just needs 6 grams taking off this face here. Now, just out of interest, let's try the original rod and see what they weighed in at, just for fun. So while the machine's set up here, We'll take the bearing off here, we'll just make sure it's at 0, correct. Put the bearing in. When you put bearings in, you're trying to correct it, you're trying to reduce friction. Now in an ideal world I'd have a pivot on here, but I haven't got one. So that's 1098 on the big end, so it's a little bit lighter. Let's swap the machine over. Put that bearing into there. $364, and these were $385. Alright, so they're a little bit heavier on the top end. It's not a big deal. So what I'm going to do is this 1009 here, I'm just going to shave a bit off until it comes back down to 1103. So that's 1109. Take 6 grams off, and then hopefully all the rods will be the same. Phew. Fat chance of that, eh? Right, so here we go as a final check. 1262, 1262, 1262, 1262. Spot on. So those, I'm happy with those rods now. They're going to be really nice. Just out of interest, what does a genuine one weigh? 1240. So the other ones are heavier. There you go, you see, you just don't know. So that's just doing the rods. I think I'll box that one up now. I think there's not much more to tell on that really. One thing I might just do, I've got this just buffed off with the buffer. I think I'll stamp on the end the number of the cylinders, etc., because these caps are matched, but the numbers that come with the Indian ones are kind of hard to see, so I think I might just stamp like a 1 and a 1 so we know exactly where we are. But those rods will be good now. All it needs is a big clean up and then they're ready for the pistons, but I can't do the pistons because they're at the machine shop. So we'll just pause on that one for now, clean off my scales and get them back up to the kitchen. See you later. Ta-da.